the world accepts that Nigeria has been a gifted country, resources and human beings wise. But the failure of some of the leadership along the line in our history overwhelmed the observers why a country of such magnitude in population and resources has failed so far to capitalize on its resources and improve the lifestyle of the people. Looking at the circumstances, we haven't done too badly. And I was constrained to go public several times to remind Nigerians, and I challenged them to check here in Europe and in America, that between 1999 and 2014, Nigeria was earning, the production average was 2.1 million barrels a day, at the average cost of $100 American per barrel. It went up to 143, but it stabilized about, average was 100. So for 16 years of PDP, Nigeria was earning 2.1 million times 100 times 16 years. When we came by some fabulous coincidence, it crashed. The oil price crashed to 28, 37, then was oscillating between 40 and 50, until recently when it's averaged above 60. When it crashed, so I went to Central Bank with my cap in my hand. I said, any savings? If he like, he can check what I have said, what I have claimed in Europe and America, how much Nigeria was earning. He said, only debt.
That's terrible.
I said, what did you do with the money? And he told me that Nigeria was buying food and fuel. Food and fuel. Food, I did not believe him then, and I told him. And up to now, I don't believe him. Fuel, I tried to check. On food, Nigerians, mostly from the south and the north, they eat what they produce, fishing, vegetables, whatever it is. In the north, grains and vegetables, and we have a lot of animals, goats, sheep, and so on. And ordinary Nigerians don't have the money to buy imported, food stuff. Because between then and now, we cut down importation of rice by more than 95%. So if we were living on foreign food, Nigerians would have died of hunger.
Yeah, that's right.
Which means they are just filling papers, and exactly, round tripping. That I knew since 1984, because I got to know that Nigerians were taking sugar more than the whole Africa south of the Sahara except South Africa. Sugar alone. What happened? The bankers and the businessmen will just stamp papers and siphon the money. When we check on the oil, we found out that about 50% of the claims were fraudulent. They just stamp papers and share the money. Wow. So among the elite, there are really wicked people that kept Nigeria poor. And I had to go public and explain. I said, when I came in uniform, young, a bit ruthless, I got the governors and the ministers locked in Kirikiri, and I told them they were guilty until they can prove themselves innocent. But when I decided to wear agbada and join the majority, it took me 3 appearances in Supreme Court, and the first one, God agreed. I came here. So I went through the whole blast of Nigerian revolution, really political and military. I too was detained for more than 3 years. So nobody could tell me anything. I was detained. Those whose money we took away as a result of committee work, only 2 people was the exception. One, a former minister in Shagari's government, I think he is late, Bilyamin Usman. He's from Jigawa State. The other, Adam Chiroma, who is still alive and in fact was the governor of Central Bank. They were the only two exceptions. All the rest were somehow involved, you know. But I was captured, detained, and whatever they stole from government were given to them, including fixed assets, where they had a lot of trouble. I cannot be grateful enough because you showed a lot of personal courage and sacrifice to identify yourself with the administration here in diaspora, because we are still working very hard. So what I want to assure you is that your confidence is not being abused. We are doing our best to justify your confidence in the administration, and we appreciate the sacrifices you are making by being different. And we are not underrating the resources at the disposal of those people. I have just told you what they have done in 16 years, you know, with our resources. Nigeria has never had it so good between 1999 and 2014. I have just told you, and it's not possible for us to recover even 50% of what has been stolen in the country. We will just do our best to impress and put on record that we have tried. But the damage they have done is virtually irrecoverable because they have got assets and monies all over the world, in the United States and here in Europe. We have been able to recover a few with the cooperation of Switzerland and in America, where there are too many technicalities. Right from Obama's time, you know, we identified some money. For you, it's not difficult to understand because their system, financial, the banking system, the insurance, then those on the petroleum side, those who have the tankers, you know, and the oil companies, you know, the circle is vast. While the politicians here are being effectively supervised by the citizens, they cannot take money, but they sustain their political structures and the elections. So they know whoever steals money and brings it here, they know where the money is, but the system are deeply involved, so they don't dare them. It's up to us to make the proper investigation and invest even more Nigerian money to pay competent lawyers and security people to go around and find out what is available. So it's almost impossible to uncover and recover all that had been taken from Nigeria between 1999 and 2014.
True. That's right.
And when we came, what happened to the money? We know the roads. I'm sure your colleagues in the country are telling you, since PTF days, when we did the roads from Abuja to Onitsha to Port Harcourt, you know, when we are coming back. Now, people are even growing food on the highway between Enugu and Port Harcourt.
Wow.
Because we are not able to finish it. We did Onitsha, Abuja to Onitsha, Abuja to Port Harcourt. But on our way back, I decided to leave PTF. Now you can't find out which is your way, and so on. So the roads were not done. The railway was virtually killed, not to talk of NEPA. But if the infrastructure, if they had used 50% of that money and did the infrastructure, the roads, the rail, and power, Nigerians will mind their own businesses. I'm telling you, they wouldn't even be interested in what the government was doing.
That's right.
But they were so inept, they were so bent on stealing that they even forgot to cover stealing properly. God. Anyway.
They were looting with impunity.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, I said how many years ago that we have no other country than Nigeria. We just have to keep on doing our best and make sure that history is fair to us by recording correctly what we met and what effort we have made. I thank you very much indeed for for your sacrifice, because you may as well keep quiet and mind your own businesses and be too comfortable. But you decided to hold the bull by the horn, as they said. I thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much. Say Baba, say Baba, say Baba, say Buhari, say Baba, 2019, say Baba, say Buhari.
Interesting conversations there between President Muhammadu Buhari and a diaspora support organization in London. And that does it on NTN Network News tonight. Thanks for being a part of it. I'm Joseph Johnson. Good night.